joining us on Gaggia Cafe TV. I'm Raj, and I have here Joe with me, and Joe and I are going to talk about this Gaggia Classic. How are you, Joe, today?
I'm not too bad, yeah.
Very good.
Okay, yes, the Gaggia Classic, we're now 1.5 years now down the line of having it introduced back into the new market. Completely different features with the machine. And recently we've designed some new accessories that you can actually fit to the Gaggia Classic, which will make it more accessible to a lot more people. There's a lot of things that we've learned over these a year and a half, 2 years, that we can try and introduce new things that will open it up to a lot more people.
So tell us about the normal Classic, the 2015 model.
The 2015 model, the bog standard Gaggia Classic, is exactly the same in a lot of the features as some of the previous Gaggia Classics. You've got exactly the same kind of portafilter in there. The drip tray is exactly the same. There's a lot of the things that
and the metal body as well, isn't it?
Yeah, the stainless steel chassis as well.
But doesn't it have? We have the stainless steel boiler instead of the aluminium boiler.
Yeah, you've got a lot more features in terms of the valve from the boiler as well. Has been completely redesigned, but the outer casing of the machine stayed relatively the same.
A lot of people think that the old Classic, because of the solenoid valve, is better.
Yeah.
But the mechanical valve works on a very similar principle, but it is actually accessible to the user. So it's easy to take out, whereas the old one, you have to take the whole boiler out before you can actually get to the solenoid valve.
Very much so, and I think from a customer service point of view, it's so much easier now to talk people through how to actually access the valve, and cleaning is a lot easier in terms of you just take the shower disc off of the underside and you can actually access the valve directly from there.
Yes, there are some videos on that if you wanted to actually see it. But also the boiler is a stainless steel boiler and a bigger boiler, so you can have a nice temperature coffee on the third and the fourth coffees, whereas the older one you had to sort of, because the boiler is smaller, you have to reheat the boiler to get the temperature right.
Yes, very much more consistent and easier to cope with limescale issues as well. You tend to find that it doesn't stick as hard to the boilers now with the new boiler.
And also I find that the advantage with the bigger boiler is that it has got a lot more capacity on steam compared to the old one. You can actually continue to have a lot more steam with one heating of the boiler for steam. So what are we doing in terms of accessories?
Okay, so the first thing I want to show to the people is the drip tray mechanism.
Okay.
We actually sell cups that are actually very easily compatible with the bog standard Gaggia Classic, which easily slide underneath. This is a very traditional way of making Italian coffee: small cup, a little bit of milk.
So an espresso cup or a cappuccino cup, which is about sort of 6-ounce cup will go in.
Yeah, and the taller kind of mugs for people that prefer to do lattes and don't want to have to pour espresso into taller cups cannot actually access the cup from the drip tray straight away from the
That's something that a lot of people have been saying, and they used to take the drip tray out to put the cup in, and it's not the best solution.
So what we've actually done is the old drip tray, which has been the same for how many years?
Oh, for 30 years,
30
I think.
years. Yeah. So we've actually redesigned our own custom-made stainless steel drip tray, which is obviously really nice and easy for cleaning purposes as well. It actually sits in there really nice and easily, and actually gives you access to a much greater cup size.
That's really good.
Yeah,
that's really good. So you can almost put a mug underneath it now.
Yeah, and for a lot of, especially if you're drinking lattes or cappuccinos in larger mugs, so it actually looks,
and it looks much nicer as well.
It fits in with the stainless steel chassis, and we actually find that there's less vibration as well because it's heavier. It doesn't vibrate and make much more of a noise.
And can you actually use that with the older Classics?
Yeah, of course, these are completely compatible because the chassis stayed exactly the same diameters and width.
But you have to, I think, have a longer tube for the exhaust.
Solenoid, yes.
So that's something that we don't have on this machine, but you can actually get a longer tube for your exhaust.
Yeah.
So what else have you got on this the new accessory range for the Classic?
The brand new steam wand, which is obviously very much only on the Gaggia Classic 2015. It changed last year or so.
So it's a two-part the Panarello frock
rather than a four-part piece, which obviously just pulls off the end, which you've got the rubber block and the plastic Panarello extension. We're actually now selling the stainless steel extension that obviously fits directly onto the rubber block, which again is a really nice feature to have. With
it enhances the look of the machine. Yes.
Yeah, and hence obviously looking a lot nicer with the drip tray and the chassis, and it kind of fits in a little bit more nice. It looks more prestigious.
Yeah. And another thing that people have been saying to us is that the old model had a metal splitter, and that's something people miss. So we have got the plastic splitter on the new one, haven't we?
Correct. Yes. Yeah. The new filter holder, obviously on the underside, has the plastic splitter with the bog standard 2015 Classic.
Yeah. So you can actually now buy this splitter on its own and fit it to that one.
Yes, of course. And again, this is enhancing the
so it will look more presentable.
The Gaggia Classic 2015. Again, you've got that full stainless steel look to the machine, and it's a lot of people find it a lot easier for cleaning purposes as well.
So if you are an amateur barista, we have also got some other accessories that can be quite useful as well.
We're actually obviously got the MDF grinder, Gaggia grinder, which is obviously an old model of the grinder. Really nice machine. We're still selling those. Fantastic 32
and it's a 32 setting grinder.
Yeah, fantastic.
And it has got a dosing facility as well.
Correct. Yeah, and it's we've got it sat here on a new knockbox, which is obviously got the Gaggia branding on.
So that looks like a professional knockout box.
Yeah, it's very.
It has got a very sturdy bar that is covered with a plastic tube as well.
Yeah. So this is so open for the whole market, even commercial market.
Yeah.
Sell
so you can even put a bigger grinder or a smaller grinder, whatever grinder you have, you can actually put it on, and it will look quite nice as a system on its own.
Another feature as well, if you don't have a grinder, is it actually is the same diameter of the Gaggia Classic, so you can actually sit the Gaggia Classic.
So you can actually take that off and put the Classic on top.
Correct. Yeah, and that's actually a really nice. It gives it a lot more height for the milk as well. If you sit it on the actual knockbox, you've got a lot more manoeuvrability with frothing milk. Yeah, because you've got added height. So
this is a system that you can buy in our shops as well as online.
Yeah, correct.
And you're offering this to Gaggia Cafe viewers as a special deal. So go to Gaggia Cafe TV, GaggiaCafe.tv, and you'll be able to see the whole unit as well as accessories if you want to buy them. And you can contact us as well through the normal channels. So tell me more about the accessories. So we have a whole list of accessories on our website, ranging from obviously milk wands to milk jugs to coffee filter holders and different size baskets. All kinds of things are listed on our website, the mugs and jugs. So the machine comes with a perfect crema basket which has got 2 layers. It does, yes. And if you wanted to be a barista and wanted to actually get the extraction time perfectly right, you'll need a traditional basket. Yes. And we have these traditional baskets. You can buy 14-gram baskets as well as 16-gram baskets. Yes. Yeah. We obviously, at the moment, this is also included in the package with the Gaggia Classic Deluxe. So you're calling it a deluxe model. Deluxe model, yes. Okay. This is obviously going to be quite good. Yeah, it's obviously fully stainless steel. You've got all the features added into this, and obviously check out GaggiaCafe.tv for all the pricing details on that. So this is basically going to be the full barista kit that a lot of people have been asking for. You don't have to buy all these parts separately now. We offer it as an inclusive package. But if you wanted to, you can add as and when you want. If you have an older model of the Classic, all these parts should be compatible besides the milk wand. You said about accessories. Yes. You were going to talk about the other
We have all the on the stainless steel theme that seems to be in fashion today in kitchens.
So we've got 3 different sizes of jugs.
Steel jugs, yes.
So that's a 12-ounce
12-ounce jug. A lot of baristas in cafes use this for a lot of latte art, and you've got obviously the really nice spout on that, which we find is really nice for kind of pouring milk, with the curved bottom and the slight indentation. These are designed specifically for enhancing milk. And getting the right balance between froth.
And it's a nice thickness as well. So if you touch it, sometimes you find that the metal thickness is quite thin, and you can touch it and it'll be very hot, but the milk is not. Here, actually, you can feel the temperature quite well. So you have got a 12-ounce jug, a 20-ounce jug, and a 1-liter jug, I think.
Yeah, if you work in litres, that's 0.35. 0.6 of a litre and 1 litre.
I'm still on ounces.
So you've got, we also have going on the theme of jugs, you've got 2 forms of thermometers. You've got the obviously standard, traditional, classic thermometer, and a liquid crystal thermometer, which we actually really like to use.
That's quite nice, because you can actually see the temperature going up in colour change. Yeah,
and that's nice and easy again. A lot easier to keep clean as well.
Yes, and you can put it in a dishwasher as well, I think.
Yeah. So
you have got also something here, which is a metal again. So we should really call it classic metal complete.
The complete metal classic, This is obviously the diameter of this is 58 millimeters. Designed specifically for Gaggia portafilters.
So really, this one has got a 58 millimeter filter holder, which is like our professional filter holders. They are the exact same size, whereas some of the other models that we do are now with a 53 millimeter. This one comes with a 58 millimeter brass chrome plated filter holder.
Make sure to check which machine and what diameter the filter holder is before you purchase a tamper. We actually find this essential in making espresso, cappuccinos, lattes. It makes a huge difference. You obviously do get the, as bog standard with the Gaggia Classic, you do receive the plastic tamper. We would definitely recommend buying a 58 millimeter.
Especially tamper. If you are using a traditional basket.
Correct.
You need to have the ground coffee nicely tamped.
And
whereas the pressurized basket, you can actually get away with even coarser grinds of coffee.
Yeah. So that's some really nice features there on the Gaggia Classic.
So you can see all these things on GaggiaCafe.tv. We have lots of nice videos as well as information about coffee and coffee machines, and also about community activity that we are involved with. So please visit GaggiaCafe.tv. Joining us on Gaggia Cafe TV. I'm Raj, and I have here Joe with me, and Joe and I are going to talk about this Gaggia Classic. How are you, Joe, today?
I'm not too bad,
Very good.
Okay, yes, the Gaggia Classic, we're now 1 and a bit years now down the line of having it introduced back into the new market. Completely different features with the machine, and recently we've designed some new accessories that you can actually fit to the Gaggia Classic, which will make it more accessible to a lot more people. There's a lot of things that we've learned over these a year and a half, 2 years, that we can try and introduce new things that will open it up to a lot more people.
So tell us about the normal Classic, the 2015 model.
The 2015 model, the bog standard Gaggia Classic, is exactly the same in a lot of the features as some of the previous Gaggia Classics. You've got exactly the same kind of portafilter in there. The drip tray is exactly the same. There's a lot of the things that
and the metal body as well, isn't it?
Yeah, the stainless steel chassis as well.
But doesn't it have? We have the stainless steel boiler instead of the aluminium boiler.
Yeah, you've got a lot more